She almost didn't come. Her friend called 3 times before she picked up. The first 2 times she let it rain, standing at the window watching the bayou go dark. This is the part nobody tells you about nightlife romance. The minutes before the decision, when the book on the nightstand is real and the dress on the hanger is a question mark. She'd had a long week, long, the kind of long that accumulates in the shoulders and sits behind the eyes without announcing itself. And the couch had a name on it, clear as anything, but something in the third call said go, not loud. Just a quiet nudge from the part of her that knows the difference between tired and done, and she was tired, not done. Before she knew my name, she made a choice that changed the frame. Before she knew my name, the South was already moving things in place. She put the book back on the shelf. She said one night just for myself. Before she knew my name, she was already on her way. She wore red because it was the first thing she reached for, not because she planned a statement, not because she wanted to be seen a particular way. She reached, and that was what her hands found. That's the kind of thing that matters later, when you're tracing back the path to how a thing began. The small decisions made without intention that turn out to be the whole architecture. She drove slow on the canal road, windows cracked, radio low. Something from the early 90s a grandmother used to play, something she knew the words to without knowing she knew them. The voice of Uncle Jerome crossed her mind without context. She didn't know who Uncle Jerome was yet, but the feeling was the same. Slow down, the South is trying to tell you something tonight. Before she knew my name, she felt the shift before the room. Before she knew my name, she already sensed the gravity, the pull. The city had a different weight, the Thursday night a different freight. Before she knew my name, something in her was getting full. Miss Diane saw it coming, the way Miss Diane sees everything. From behind the bar that's been a post for 20 years, and she blocked the red dress and the careful eyes. And something in the arrangement of the room told her what it sometimes tells her. Not tonight, not a transaction, not a party crowd moment. Tonight, someone is gonna find something they weren't looking for. Celeste found a spot near the old jukebox, not performing, not scanning, just settling. The way someone settles into a room when they've decided to actually be there. Her 2 friends leaned close, they were laughing about something, the kind of laugh that fills a room with permission. Permission to be present, permission to be open, permission to let the night do what Thursday nights do. She didn't see me yet. Before she knew my name, she ordered something cold and let it sweat. Before she knew my name, she caught the music in her chest and let it set. Her grandmother's songs, the Bayou Road, the red, the friend who called 3 times and made her leave her bed. Before she knew my name, the whole night was already set. Across the room I was standing at my corner. I didn't know a story yet. I didn't know about Beaumont or the grandmother or the porch light. I didn't know about the book or the 3rd phone call. I just saw a woman in red by a jukebox who wasn't performing, and the whole room shifted 3 degrees in her direction. And Miss Diane was already pouring something I hadn't ordered, and the slow groove underneath was pulling everything toward what came next. Before she knew my The night was already writing both of us, before either of us knew the other existed. The South was doing what the South does, slow cooking something that was gonna take all night and be exactly right. Before she knew my name, before I knew hers.
Memphis knows the price, what you got and what your limit. Memphis knows the price of every risk you're running. Memphis knows the price, and shit collect without the warning. 7 o'clock in the heat, change character tonight. Went from working heat to something sharper, something tight. Like the city itself was recalibrating the tension between what it allows and what is finally giving attention. I got a call from Ray Sean at 6:49. Ray Sean runs the north end, I run the south. The line between us is geographic and professionally real. We respect each other's math, we know the deal. But tonight Ray Sean called because something moved wrong on the north side. A variable that didn't belong in the equation, something nobody planned for. Somebody from outside the economy opened the door. Memphis knows the price of letting strangers in. Memphis knows the price of where the cracks begin. Memphis knows the price of unaccounted weight. Memphis knows the price, and she collects without debate. Memphis knows the price, and she don't negotiate. Memphis knows the price, she's patient, she can wait. She'll let you think you're solid, let you think you got it locked. Memphis knows the price, and she collects around the clock. I drove the race on side of town at 7:15. Slower speed that let me still be seen as someone passing through with a reason, not a target. The art of moving through a hot zone is a market skill. You have to move like you belong without belonging, like you have a destination without your eyes. Prolonging contact with anything that shouldn't clock your presence. The invisibility is protection and a lesson. Ray Sean met me at the corner near the barbecue stand. That's been there since before either of us ran anything of our own. It's the constant, the anchor in a neighborhood where everything else shifts. Rancor among the institutions that the slow drip needs. The barbecue stand at the corner where the whole thing feeds. Information as much as protein. Who came, who left, who showed up looking wrong, who's been making theft of the informal economy's most precious asset, which is trust, which is harder to rebuild than a casket. Is to forget. Ray Sean said 3 faces, none familiar. I said I'll make 2 calls,
Let's not make this bigger.
Memphis knows the price of trust that's been betrayed. Memphis knows the price of every choice that's made in the territory where the informal law is written. Memphis knows the price, and the penalty's not hidden. This is when the heat becomes real, not metaphor. When the abstract risk of doing what you do hits a real door that someone real is standing in who shouldn't be there. This is the act 3 of every hustler's year, when the calculation shifts from math to instinct. When Lonnie's 9 names become not just linked to history but to possibility. The reason you count before daybreak every morning, every season is for this moment, so you're not surprised. So the weight you've been carrying hasn't paralyzed your ability to think fast when thinking fast is survival. Not the goal, not the destination, just the arrival of chaos. And you beat chaos with preparation, with the math of Miss Renee's kitchen. Calculation over panic, Ray Sean, and I ran the numbers clean. Figured out the exposure, figured out the screen. We put between the intrusion in the network, core decided on the moves. No more, no less, no score to settle publicly. The South settles things quiet. The slow drip economy does not benefit from riot. Knows the price of moving without noise. Memphis knows the price of discipline over noise. She rewards the ones who calculate, the ones who think before they escalate. Memphis knows the price, and she respects methodical poise. By 8 p.m. the situation was contained, not perfect, but managed, not explained to everyone who asks, because not everyone who asks deserves an answer. That's one of the max of operating in the slow drip opacity. It's protection, not everything needs transparency. Not everything is yours to know about my work. That's not deception, that's the hustle's perk. The right to keep your own business yours, to close the windows before you lock the doors, to move the math to somewhere safe and clean. Memphis knows the price and what it means to operate with intelligence in a place that will extract the maximum from your base. If you let it, so you don't let it, so you move with calculation and with method and with South has always got me.
The ding ding. Yeah. The dance hall on Canal. Had a line around the back. Thursday night, no cover before 9. That's a fact. I got there early, found a corner by the wall. Watched the room feel slow. Just a wall, just a fall. Miss Diane was behind the bar, wiping glasses clean. She'd been working that spot since I was 17. She looked up at me once, gave that knowing nod. Said something's different tonight, boy, that ain't just God. The piano loop was chopped and running underneath, low and thick like honey, like a handheld wreath. 808 just breathing in the subfloor of the room. Everybody moving slow, like August and blooming in the door open. Red dress, not loud, not performing, just red, like something decided before she even said a word or a name or step fully in the light. She moved like the bayou, purposeful and right. I didn't move at first, I just let the bass absorb it. I had seen women walk in the rooms my whole life, but this one walked into mine. You don't call it love when it's this early. You call it attention, something careful and steady. The way the whole room shifted just a fraction of a degree. The way the chopped piano sample caught and held me. Red dress, and she didn't know I existed yet. Miss Diane poured me something I hadn't ordered and said, boy, the look on your face costs more than this drink. I laughed and said nothing, what was there to think? She found a spot across the room near the old juke. Her two friends leaned in close with that new night look. The kind of look that means yes, tonight we are alive. The kind of look that means show me what you got, 5. I stayed where I was, let the 808 roll through my chest. If you move too fast in the South, you miss the whole thing. The slow groove said wait, the chop soul said breathe and wait. And I waited. Ice and lime, a laugh cut across the room at 9:15. It was brief, private, not meant for the whole hall, but I caught it like catching light off a wall. This is where it started, not with a word, not with a move or a line or a play on some chord. Just a woman in red by a jukebox by a door, and a bass line telling me I never felt this before. I never felt this before. The night don't lie, I heard her say her name before I knew her, before I learned the game, before I crossed that room, which I would, but slow. The way the South taught me, the way the bass taught me to go slow. Red dress by the bayou door. That was all, that was enough to know what the night was for. She was standing by the jukebox when I finally walked over. Took me 40 minutes and half a drink to get there. The bass was still low, the room was still slow breathing, and she looked up at me like she'd been patient her whole life. I said, I like that song. She said, most people don't know it. I said, UGK 96 one day. She smiled slow, that kind of slow that costs something. There's something slow about her, the way she takes her time before she chooses a word. There's something slow about her, like she already knows what happens next, but won't rush. She said her name was Celeste, said she was from Beaumont, moved here at 19. Said her grandmother still prays on the same porch. Said the porch light is on every night, all night. I understood that immediately, because Miss Clara does the same thing on Vine. Some women hold the light steady, and the daughters carry it like a second spine. We talked through 2 songs and the DJ in the loop. She didn't check her phone, I noticed that. I didn't check mine, she noticed that. 2 people deciding to be in the same room. There's something so about her, the way she leans in when she wants to hear you right. Something so about her, like the bayou at night, still deep, full of direction. I told her about Uncle Jerome, for the slow cook theory about the waiting. She laughed for real this time, not polite laughter, real laughter, the kind that surprises you. Said your Uncle Jerome sounds like my cousin Derek. Derek says the same thing, but about fishing. She said the slow pull is the only honest one. I said, you trying to tell me something, Celeste? She didn't answer, just tilted a drink and smiled. I let the moment be, that's the Texas crawl. You don't rush what the South grew slow. You stand in it and let it do its work. There's something so about her, the way she don't need to feel the silence to be safe. Something so about her, like a gospel choir that starts low and finds the ceiling. And halfway through the night she turned and looked at the door. Said I almost didn't come tonight. I almost stayed home with a book in the window. Her friend called 3 times before she said yes. I said I'm glad she called. She looked at me, really looked for just a second. The kind of second that carries weight, the kind that doesn't come back empty. The 808 underneath us was still moving. 2 people from the South who know how long things take, standing in a room deciding to take the time. There's something slow about her, and I think I'm the luckiest man in this hall tonight. Something slow about her, and if slow is what she gives, I'll take all of it, I'll take all of it. The night is long, and I got nowhere to be except right here with Celeste and the bass and the dark, right here. Weight of what you carry. Big Lonnie, Big Lonnie came around the corner at 7:15. Moving slow the way men move when they've already seen everything the street has got to offer and survive. The kind of walk that only works because the man arrived. There's some kind of peace with what he couldn't change about his past. He'd been in the game from 79 through 92 so fast. Those years dissolved, he said it felt like one long blurred noise. And then one morning he was 47 carrying the weight of boys. Who didn't make it? 9 he could name. 9 who ran beside him in the same slow game. 9 who exited before they understood the tax of carrying what the South puts on your back. And you can't put it down. That's the thing no one explains at the start, that the weight of what you carry, you're actually picking up a heart full of everything your neighborhood has ever lost, and learning how to walk upright despite the cost of carrying that weight past every house that ever knew your name, past every corner that remembers how you played the game. The weight of what you carry, don't don't announce itself at first.
The way to what you carry.
It starts as hunger, ends as thirst for something more than survival. Some past the sheer arrival.
The way to what you carry
is the tax for being first. Big Lonnie sat on the stoop beside me for a while. Didn't say much, that's his way. Just let the mile of morning stretch between us like a conversation about everything that doesn't need articulation. His hands were quiet in his lap, hands that had done things he doesn't talk about, things that the sun never illuminated in a way that felt like grace. But the man sitting here now has found a kind of place within the weight, not free of it, just fluent. In the language of what's heavy, what's congruent with living past the thing that should've stopped you. He told me once the game don't end, you just stop being pursued by who you used to be. The version of yourself that thought the weight was something temporary, something caught and then released. But Lonnie knows the truth by now. You integrate the weight you learn to carry, learn to bow without breaking, without folding up the thing you built. You learn to carry cornbread portions and the guilt and the gratitude together in the same stride. That's what surviving the slow drip looks like from inside.
The way to what you carry
is the proof you didn't quit.
The way to what you carry
is the reason that you sit on a stupid 7 morning without judgment, without mourning.
The way to what you carry
is the permission to admit I'm carrying the count from the table at 5 a.m. I'm carrying the note that Darnell left. I'm carrying them both directions, the one he went and the one I chose, and what it means that we diverged at the same crossroads. I'm carrying Miss Renee's cornbread portions, her coffee slow. I'm carrying Big Lonnie's 9 names and what they know about what happens to the ones who move without accounting for the weight, who run so fast they miss the mountain. Evidence that everything costs something in this place, that the South will let you hustle, but it keeps a running trace of every choice, every corner, every decision made at night. The way to what you carry is the receipt, and it's right, it's exact, it's specific. It knows the date and time, it knows the reason and the season and the paradigm of why you chose this path when other paths existed. It knows the need, the fear, the things that you resisted, and everything you didn't.
The way to what you carry
is yours alone to hold.
The way to what you carry
is the story to be told after all the years are counted, after all the miles are mounted.
The way to what you carry
is the psalm of being bold. Big Lonnie stood up slow at 7:30. Said, young blood, I see you when I see you. That's 11 years ago today, and Lonnie's still on that same corner. Slower now, quieter, a living testament, a mourner of the version of himself that ran too fast and didn't know the weight was waiting at every exit, every road. I watch him from a distance now when the mornings led me, and I think I wanna carry what I carry like that, gently, with intention, with both hands, without apology, with the full acknowledgement of my own slow drip economy. The way to what I carry is the title to this block. The way to what I carry is the reason I don't stop. The slow drip don't stop, the weight don't stop, the morning don't stop, the South don't stop, and neither do I, and neither do I.
Everybody hit the parking lot at 11 sharp. Front pop speakers bumping bass, cracking the dark. Memphis horns cut through the hot July air, and Celeste stepped out beside me like she was always there. Parking lot popping, parking lot alive.
Parking lot popping, this is how we survive.
Everybody out here got a reason for the night. Everybody out here got a fighter, they keep it lit right. Somebody's cutlass sitting low on the south side. Somebody's cousin got the DJ in the ride. Miss Kazia's over there by the 3rd row, moving like the bass is something only she can know. Celeste grab my arm when the horns hit.
Instinct,
not performance, not a play,
just real quick.
Like when the music moves you before your brain can catch up. Like when the South gets loud and your body feels the cup. Parking lot popping, parking lot alive.
Parking lot popping, this is how we survive.
Everybody out here got a name in the city. Everybody out here got a story. Memphis know that all the same when bass is giving you something to hold on to when the week been hard and long. Something to carry in your chest when the night is your song. She knew every word to the track that was playing. I clapped once, she laughed, kept swaying. I said, how do you know that? There's a deep cut right there. She said, Beaumont didn't play like music. I grew up on air, meaning always air.
Meaning bass is oxygen.
Southern girls are built different and I'm listening. Parking lot at 11 is a whole different world in the careful inside. Out here, everybody's unfurled. Parking lot popping, parking lot alive.
Parking lot popping, this is how we survive.
Celeste in the parking lot, bass in the bones, the horn line cutting through.
She ain't going home.
Not yet, not tonight. Not while the trunk is open and the sound is right. Memphis bounce, know the bounce, it's all the same South. Put the right bass in the air and it opens every mouth. Everybody, every shoulder, every weight held too long. The parking lot is church when the right track comes on. She put me in by the wrist at the chorus part. I didn't think, I just moved.
I just led with my heart.
Two people in the parking lot of Houston doing something simple. Two people choosing each other in the middle of the ripple. Parking lot popping, parking lot alive.
Parking lot popping.
We made it to midnight, we survived. Parking lot popping, everybody see us out here. Celeste by my side and the night is crystal clear. Horns hit one more time before the track faded out. She leaned close and said something I couldn't hear for the shout, but I saw her mouth and I knew exactly what she said. And my whole chest turned into something warm and red. Parking lot popping, parking lot alive.
Parking lot popping.
This is how we survive.
This is how we survive.
This is how we live.
This is how we love.
In the South.
Loud, trunk up, bass up, hands up.
Hands up. Something you weren't planning on believing in. When you walk through the door at night, something about 2 a.m. in the South is when the music stops being background and becomes a line between what you were before the night and what you're gonna be when the morning comes for you. 2 a.m. is the threshold. The horns know it, that's why they keep going. They won't let you through. 2 a.m. and the horn still going. 2 a.m. the South is showing everybody what the night was for. Everybody who was worth the floor. 2 a.m. and the horn still going. 2 a.m. the truth is growing. In the space between the bass and you, in the space between me and Celeste too. Miss Kazia had moved from the stage to the middle of the floor. By 2 a.m. she was the floor. That's what you do when you've been coming to this dance hall for 11 years. You become part of its rhythm, part of its truth. I watched her for a minute from the edge of the crowd. She was moving like the bayou in a storm, loud and precise at the same time. Not performing for anyone, just doing what the South calls you to do at 2 a.m. Celeste leaned into my ear over the horn stab, said I wanna come back here. Can we come back here? I said this is my 3rd Thursday this month. She laughed, so that's a yes. 2 a.m. and the horn's still going. 2 a.m. nobody's slowing. This is what the South made the night for. This is what we showed up to the door for. 2 a.m. and the horn's still going. 2 a.m. Celeste is glowing in the light that only lives at this hour. In the space between the bass and the flower of whatever this is between us, between the horns and the slow cook and the wait, between two people from the South who know that good things earn the wait. Darnell came and found me at the bar around 2:15. Said, who is she? I said, her name is Celeste. He said, I can see why you're still here at 2 in the morning. I said, you got that right. He shook my hand and disappeared back into
walks away clean. You got it green. 2 a.m. and the horn still going. The DJ layered in something from 94, and the whole room recognized the sample. And the whole room did what the South does with its memory. It honored it, you could feel the shift. A collective exhale and then a collective yes. 200 people in a Bayou dance hall, choosing the same thing at the same time. That's the South success. Not money, not glamour. This right here at 2 in the morning, when the horns are still going and the night still has more of itself to give. 2 a.m. and the horn still going. 2 a.m., no sign of slowing. This is what the night owes everyone who showed up when the day was done. 2 a.m. and the horn still going. 2 a.m., the South is knowing exactly what it's building in the room, exactly what it's leading to. At 2:30, the Lester took my hand. Not dramatic, just took it the way you take something that already belongs to you. The way the South takes its time, and then it's certain. I let the bass run under us like a river. The horn still going above us like a call. This Kazia still moving like the whole thing was her design. And I thought 2 a.m. is the realest hour of all, because everyone who's still here chose to be, because the people who were gonna leave already left. And what remains at 2 a.m. in a Bayou dance hall is the truth of who you are and who's worth your breath. 2 a.m. and the horn still going. 2 a.m. and something's growing, bigger than the night, bigger than the song, bigger than we knew when we came along. 2 a.m. and the horn still going. 2 a.m. not going, not going. The South don't let you go until it's done, until the thing it started has been won. 2 a.m., 2 a.m., 2 a.m., 2 a.m., 2 a.m. The horn still going.
When the spot goes cold, it don't announce itself with sirens. It goes cold like the first morning in November. Quiet, tighten. Something shifts in the air before the information lands. Something in the network tightens in the hands of everyone who uses it. You feel it in the calls, in the way the usual traffic stalls, in the way somebody who should have been at the corner at 9 was at the corner at 9, but standing outside the line of what normal looks like. That's when you know, when the spot goes cold, it's time to go. Not fast, it's suspicious, slow. In purpose for the South, move slow. When the South is careful, when the spot goes cold, everybody feel it. When the spot goes cold, everybody deal with the calculation of what's worth to stay and what's worth walking clean away. When the spot goes cold, you don't need to be told. When the spot goes cold, you already know in your soul. The air shifts before the news. The street shows you all the cues. When the spot goes cold,
Discipline is how you hold.
T-Bone got caught in 99 on a spot that went cold. 3 warning signs that he didn't read, or so he's told. The story when he talks about it, which is rare, but the ones who were there that night know the full affair of what it looks like when you stay too long in a warm place. When the warmth becomes a comfort, when the comfort becomes a cage. When you stop reading the temperature because you like the heat. When the slow drip economy becomes something you repeat without updating the map. That's the collapse zone. That's where the game becomes a burden, not alone. You're managing, that's where it takes the toll. That's where the spot goes cold before your count is whole. I watched T-Bone in the parking lot this afternoon, moving like a man who knows the tune has changed soon. He didn't say it, but I saw him running numbers with a different kind of urgency, that kind of slumbers that end right before the alarm goes off inside. I've been there, the moment when you feel the slide before it slides. When the whole geometry of a corner shifts by 3 degrees. When your map becomes a mono. When the spot goes cold,
You move before the move.
when the spot goes cold,
You trust the feeling in the groove.
not paranoia, recognition of the pattern and the vision. The spot goes cold,
You already know the solution. The third war goes cold, different from the north. The north side goes cold fast, like the circuit that fly. The third war goes cold, like the bayou in December. Slow and incremental, something you have to remember to check against every third day or so. Is the temperature still the same? Does the network still flow the same way it did last Tuesday? Is the count still matching? Is the information still consistent? Still attaching to the map I built in my head over 2 years of mornings? Is the count still honest, or are there quiet warnings in the numbers? Small discrepancies that could mean anything, or could mean a specific thing that makes everything swing toward the code. This is the AP free calculation, the most important math in the whole slow drip operation. Not the daily take, the temperature of the space. The moment you read it wrong is the moment you erase. All the mornings you spent counting before daybreak, all the cornbread portions and the lessons at stake. All the way to what you carry becomes irrelevant if you don't read the spot going cold. That's the covenant. When the spot goes cold, the math demands you leave.
when the spot goes cold,
Don't let the comfort make you grieve.
just pull the count, preserve the network, do the move to make the math work. When the spot goes cold,
That's wisdom, not defeat.
I pull my spot at 8:45 tonight, not because of anything definitive, just a slight accumulation of 3-degree shifts over the last 4 days. At the slow drip economy reads before the blaze of confirmation. The confirmation is too late. I moved the math before the morning updates to something that can't afford. I moved it clean and quiet, moved it like Lonnie showed me no announcement, no ride, just a different corner, a different calculation. Same slow drip, different station. When the spot goes cold, you don't eulogize the location, you just recalibrate and find the next foundation. T-Bone texted at 9 p.m. a question mark, I replied,
Moved, he replied.
smart. That's the entire conversation of survival between two people who understand the revival is always in the relocation.
When the spot goes cold, move. When the spot goes cold, move. When the spot goes cold, move. And count again when you get there.
Count again, count again.
They stepped outside around 2 in the morning. Bass still bleeding through the walls. She found a bench by the old magnolia tree. He sat beside her without being asked. This is where the heavy comes. Yeah. You spend your whole life being careful with what you feel. You learn to carry things like folded receipts in your back pocket. Quiet, organized, not taking up any more space than necessary. And then one night in July, the folder falls open. I've been carrying something since before I knew his name. Heavier than the 808, heavier than the shame. Of all the times I let the quiet take the place of saying what I meant to say to the right face. Celeste sat with her hands in her lap like a question. She wasn't performing patience, she just had it. The kind of patience that comes from watching the grandmother pray the same prayer every day for 30 years and mean it every time. Heavy like gospel, heavy like that. Heavy like something they built to last. Heavy like your grandmother's hands on Sunday morning. Heavy like the truth you've been postponing since before this song. I said, I don't do this easy. I said, I'm a slow cook man in a world that wants microwave. She said, I know, I seen it in you from the jukebox. She said, I ain't in a hurry, I got nowhere to be. And something broke open.
Not loud, not like glass, not like the parking lot. More like the way your river finally finds the low spot it's been looking for.
More like what happens to a hell breath when someone finally says it's okay, let it go.
Heavy like gospel,
Heavy like that.
heavy like a choir that's been singing in the back
All night long.
underneath everything you said. Heavy like the thing that was always there, the thing you never led with.
She said, I'm glad you're mine. She said it again, not as a slip, not as a reflex. She said it with intention. And I thought about Miss Clara lighting candles every Friday. And I thought maybe some prayers are answered in parking lots and magnolia trees. I said, you know I'm gonna be careful with this. She said, I'm not fragile, don't be too careful. I said, I mean careful like I'm gonna hold it right, like it's something that deserves to not be dropped.
She put her hand in mine, the bass from inside was still going.
Someone had turned it up,
And we sat under the magnolia with the whole South breathing around us. And I finally understood what Uncle Jerome meant about the slow thing.
like that.
Heavy like the thing that carries you when you're not strong enough. Heavy like Celeste's hand in mine at 2 in the morning. Heavy like knowing, just knowing, this is where it starts.
This is where it starts. Not the red dress, not the jukebox, not the parking lot. This bench, this hand, this honest, heavy, real thing. This right here.
Heavy like gospel, heavy like grace. Heavy like the South when it finally opens up its face and says yes, and says I see you, and says stay.
Stay, stay. The 808 is still breathing. The magnolia is still, and she is still here. And that is everything.
Yeah. 14 missed calls. 14 missed calls. Yeah. 14 missed calls. Yeah. 14 missed calls from a number I didn't answer. Some with Darnell, some with noise, some with the kind of cancer that grows when you let anybody ring you at any hour. The discipline of who you answer is a kind of power. The game will use your phone as a pressure point. If you let it, every call a guilt, every call a joint. In the chain that pulls you where you don't wanna go. I learned to let them ring, that took a year real slow. By noon the city's running at a different temperature than 5 a.m. The air is thick with every entrepreneur of the informal economy laid out on every block. The ones who move by instinct, who live without a clock. The way the day divides them, the ones who plan and the ones who react, is the clearest line I know between surviving and the act of surviving's imitation. Motion without math, energy without direction, courage without a path. 14 missed calls and I answer none. The work don't pause for anyone. 14 missed calls, I know who's ringing. I know what every number's bringing. I answer when the count is done, when I know which way the day is run. 14 missed calls, and I'm still here when the morning's done. Darnell called 6 times between 9 and 10. I know his number like I know the pattern again and again of how we cycle through the same old thing. He needs something, I don't have it. He'll try a different wing of the family, then a friend, then someone from the block. Then to disappear for 2 weeks and the clock will stop on whatever urgency drove those 14 rings. And he'll show up calm like nothing ever stings. I love my cousin like the marrow of a bone, like something fundamental that you can't be shown without the pain of it. But I also know the cost of answering those calls. I know what last year lost me in time, in money, and the steady focus that I need to operate this slow drip math, to plant this particular seed of discipline. That's the only thing I have for certain in a world where everything else hides behind the curtain. 14 missed calls and I answer none, not because I don't love anyone. 14 missed calls, I know it's calling. I know when something's just free falling. The math don't wait for what's undone. I answer when my work is won. 14 missed calls, I picked up when the count was done. By 2 o'clock I made my rounds and kept the schedule clean. Met with Jerome on the 3rd ward, not the one you've seen in the news. A different Jerome, a quiet one, careful, who runs his network like a prayer, intentional and prayerful, in a sense that everything he does has purpose underneath the randomness. He knows his math, he knows his grief from his investment, knows what's temporary stress from a structural failure. That distinction is finesse. He told me cause a pressure test, not all of them real. Some calls are just a game, checking how you feel on any given day. Are you desperate? Are you silent? Do you answer when the noise rings? Do you stay silent? I wrote that down on the same receipt I've been carrying, the one with Miss Renee's lesson. I'm always comparing new wisdom to the old collection that I keep. These are the assets of the slow drip. You don't sleep on what the elders tell you in the early afternoon, when the city's opened up and every lesson has a room to breathe in. 14 calls by 2 p.m. means noise, means nothing I couldn't manage, means the math was poised. 14 missed calls and I answer none. The economy rewards the discipline one. 14 missed calls, the lesson landed. I stand here clear-eyed and single-handed, not reckless, not abandoned, just focused on the work. I've planned it. 14 missed calls, and I'm still counting. When the evenings come, by the time evening is settled, I had answered 3, the 3 that matter, the ones that were actually me, being called to something real. Jerome checking in, the supply confirming, my sister asking when I'll be home for dinner. These 3 deserve my time. The other 11, they can stay in line or fall away, whichever serves. The slow drip math I learned from learning from Miss Renee, from Darnell's path. That going left with every ring is how you end up nowhere. But the discipline of silence is the thing that gets you somewhere. 14 missed calls, it's the test that they presented. I kept the count, I kept the work, I kept my math cemented. The slow drip don't stop for 14 rings. The slow drip don't stop for anything. It just keeps moving, keeps the count, and keeps the tally straight. 14 missed calls, and I'm still early, not too late.
This Renee cook cornbread. Yeah, Miss Renee cook cornbread every Tuesday morning, no exceptions. She said the oven is the only clock that asks no questions. A house at 2 doors down from ours on the same crack block, and the smell of it used to reach me before 6 o'clock. I learned calculation at that woman's kitchen table. She didn't know that's what she was teaching. She wasn't able to see how everything she did was a lesson in the math of taking nothing and dividing it into a path. Cornbread from the same bag of meal that lasted 3 weeks, stretched with water if the water bill got meat. She cut it into portions that were never quite enough, but always exactly right. There's a difference and it's rough. The difference is the curriculum of the slow drip south. You learn it with your hands before it reaches your mouth. You learn it in the portion and in the silence at the table when everyone is eating slow, because slow means you are able. Cornbread and calculation, that's what the South give you at dawn. Cornbread and calculation, knowing how to stretch what little's on. Every crumb accounted for, every dollar at the door. Cornbread and calculation, that's what keeps the hungry going strong. I sat with her one morning when I was 22. The game was already running and I thought I knew what the streets were asking. Thought I had the answer clear, but she poured her coffee slow and said, "Sit down, son, here. This neighborhood has seen 100 like you come, and 100 like you who thought the math was simple. Some made it through the first year, fewer made it through the 5. You wanna know the ones who did? They knew what they had to survive, not what they wanted, what they had." She paused. Do you see the difference between wanting and having is the fee? The South charges you for every season that you stay in. If you can't subtract the want from the have, you won't make pay. I
receipt that night, folded it like Darnell's note, kept it close and tight. The difference between wanting and having is the fee. I carried that arithmetic wherever it takes me. Cornbread and calculation, not glamour, not the dream they sold. Cornbread and calculation, the wisdom that the South is always told. Eat slow, count twice, keep moving. Nothing in this life is soothing. Cornbread and calculation gets you older, keeps you cold. Cold meaning clear, cold meaning unbothered by the noise of what the television says success looks like for boys from the 3rd Ward or the 5th or wherever. The zip begins with a number that the lenders used to mark where poverty wins. Miss Renee never complained, I wanna be specific. She wasn't stoic like the movies make it look terrific. She cried sometimes when the checks were late and the gas stayed off. She just didn't let the crime be the last thing or the boss of a morning. And that's the lesson that I'm still learning, how to let the grief be real without letting it be the earning of your whole identity, your whole story, your whole name. Grief is just a Tuesday, cornbread is the frame that holds the day together when the day won't hold itself. When the count on the table is smaller than the need on the shelf. When Darnell's seat is empty and the note is still in your pocket. When a slow drip economy runs and you can't stop it. Cornbread and calculation, Miss Renee at the stove at 6. Cornbread and calculation, the arithmetic that holds and sticks. Not easy, never easy, but the South don't do it breezy. Cornbread and calculation, that's the code, just get your fix. Today I calculated before the sun burned off the fog. I counted what I had and what I owed and what I logged is lost. Because you have to book the losses straight and clean before the losses start to look like less than what they mean. The slow drip economy runs on honest math. It runs on cornbread portions in the morning aftermath of every night you work through every dollar hell. Miss Renee still on that porch, still herself, still herself. Cornbread and calculation, it's the curriculum they don't teach downtown. Cornbread and calculation, the reason we don't fall, we don't fall, we don't drown. We stretch it, we account for it, we eat what we divide. Cornbread and calculation, that's the South surviving guide. Houston got that slow burn in July. Grease on the pavement, gasoline in the sky. Mama says stay home tonight, Easter young. But I press my shirt and I comb back my tongue. 7:45 and the street lights blink on. Put on my chain and I was already gone. The bass from next door was bleeding through the wall. Something about tonight said this wasn't nothing small. Been doing this run for a year and a half. Same corner, same faces, same hollow laugh. But tonight felt different when I walked to the car. Like the city was turning the point at a star. I don't pray much, I leave that to Miss Clara. She lights her candles every Friday before the dark. But I said something under my breath when the engine turned. Felt like a ask and felt like a star. The night don't lie, it tells you what the day was too scared to say. The night don't lie, it opens up something the light keeps locked away. It showed me a street I never walked before. It showed me a door without a name. Pulled up slow on Memorial Drive. Looked at my hands like they belonged to someone alive. Wasn't thinking about her, she wasn't about it yet.
Just a feeling that something was old and not met. Uncle Jerome used to say the South makes you wait, makes you slow, cook everything, including your fate. I laughed at that once, now I understand every word. The slow things hit hardest, the slow things I heard. The 808 in my trunk was set low, half muted, didn't wanna arrive too loud, too diluted. Wanted to come like the weather, gradual, real. Let whatever was waiting have time to feel. The night don't lie. It told me this wasn't a regular ride. The night don't lie. It put something warm in the passenger side. I wasn't looking for nothing, I want that known. But the night had already picked up the phone. Driving slow through the back of the ward, where the oaks lean over the road like the Lord, and the porch lights hold on like they're scared of the dark. And somebody's radio left down in the yard. I almost turned back at the crossroads on Vine. Something in me said whatever was waiting, it's fine. So I kept rolling, let the bass breathe and bloom. Let the night be the night, let the space be the room. The night don't lie, even when your hands are shaking on the wheel. The night don't lie, even when you can't name what you feel. It just carries you forward like the bayou carries rain. Slow and heavy and warm and certain. Grease on my boots, gasoline on my mind. Whatever's ahead, I'll take it slow this time. Whatever's ahead, I'll take it slow this time.
Drove home on the bayou road before the birds started. Windows down, Houston still warm at 4 in the morning. The bass was barely on, just enough to feel like the night was still walking beside me, slow and real. She's heading home to a side of the city right now. Probably takes the same bio road, I'd like to think so. 2 cars going opposite directions on the same water, both carrying the same thing out into the early dark. The bayou don't sleep, it just gets quieter. The moss hangs still when the wind takes a rest. The water moves regardless of whether anyone is watching. The South is like that, patient, persistent, unbothered. I thought about Miss Clara's candles when I crossed the bridge, still burning probably, even at this hour. Some fires don't go out just because the night got long. Some prayers are answered slow in July on a Thursday. The night don't lie. They told me what the day was, too scared to say the night don't lie. It opens something up, the light keeps locked away. And what it showed me standing in the hall was her, and what it showed me on the bench was something turned. Well, I'm saying it different now, not as a question like I did leaving Houston. Saying it different at 4 in the morning by the bayou. Saying it like like Uncle Jerome said it like something earned. The bayou at dawn looks like a painting that's not finished. The colors aren't settled, the light is still negotiating. Everything is soft at this hour, edges haven't hardened. The world is still deciding what kind of day it's gonna be. And I like that, I like being up when the world is still deciding. I like being the one who knows what the night reveals. Before the sun makes everything easy and ordinary. The night don't lie. It gave me something I hadn't asked for properly. The night don't lie. It gave me Celeste in a bench in a magnolia tree, and a hand that felt like something built to last, and a laugh at 3 a.m. that lives in my chest. I pulled over by the old pump station at the bend, cut the engine, let the bayou be the only sound. The bass went silent, first real silence of the night. And the silence was good, it wasn't empty, it was full. Full like a house where someone's already home. Full like the space between two people who don't need words. Full like the South after rain, everything released. Full like a prayer that's been answered and you finally know it. She called me before noon, she said she would. Said I drove home on the Bayou Road too. Said I thought about that thing you said about the slow things. Said Uncle Jerome was right. I laughed, the real kind, the kind she gave me first. Said I'll tell him you said so. She said tell him I said the slow pull is the only honest one. I said he'll say he already knew. The night don't lie. I'm saying it now like something I'd earned. The night don't lie. I'm saying it now like the thing I learned in a dance hall in July by a magnolia tree. Celeste from Beaumont, she was always supposed to be. Dawn on the bayou is a slow thing too. Pink and gray and unhurried and true. Just like everything worth having in this life. Just like her. Dawn on the bayou. Just like her. The night don't lie. It never did. The night don't lie. And now I know.
Once the bass get going, ain't nobody gon' drop. Memphis night don't stop. Memphis night don't stop. We been running since sundown and we ain't gon' stop. Everybody on the floor at 1:15. The whole house sweating like we only got one son. The DJ pulled out the 3-6 joint from '94, and the whole room went biblical right down to the floor. Memphis night don't stop. Memphis night don't stop. So let's grab my collar and
I felt the whole world lock. Memphis night, don't stop. Memphis night. Southern love hits different when the beat never drops. Darnell in the corner with his lady doing two-step. The whole ward showed up, ain't a single person left out. Miss Kazia doing something with her shoulders by the stage, and a horn loop coming back like you never read a page. Up high, you're supposed to act when you feel this alive. How you're supposed to move when the bass helps you survive. Ain't no rules in the South when the music is right. Just your body and your heart beating the weight of the night. Memphis night, don't stop. Memphis night, don't stop. Every horn stab is a reason not to stop. Memphis night, don't stop. Memphis night, don't stop. I got Celeste beside me and the bites won't drop. This is what the South built, this right here. 200 years of holding it down, it comes out here. And the horns and the bass and the feet on the floor. You dance like you survived something and you're dancing for more. You dance for the grandmother with the Porsche light on. You dance for Uncle Jerome and his slow cook songs. You dance for the cousin who couldn't make it out. You dance until the music speaks everything you couldn't shout. Memphis night, don't stop. We turning this dance hall into something divine. Memphis night, don't stop. Celeste said, I'm glad I came. Baby, I'm glad you're mine. Wait, she said that. She said that in my ear at 142. Over the horn loop and the bounce snare and the whole room moving. She said, I'm glad you're mine. I didn't say nothing back. I just pulled her closer. Let the bass say what I couldn't say yet. Let the Memphis night be the witness. Memphis night, don't stop. Some things are too big for words. Let the beat talk. Memphis night, don't stop. I held her in a room full of people. That was enough. That was everything. The flow was still moving. The horns were still climbing. The DJ kept layering, kept perfect timing. And we stood in the middle of it all like something decided. Two people from the South finally united. Memphis night, don't stop. Till we got everything we came here for. Till we got everything we came here for. Parking lot of arithmetic. Woo! Parking lot of arithmetic. Yeah. Hey, parking lot of arithmetic. Count it where you stand. Parking lot of arithmetic. What you made with your own hand. Ain't no spreadsheet for this math. Ain't no accounting on the clock. Just you and what the afternoon put in your pocket on the block. Parking lot popping at 3 p.m. sharp. Everybody running numbers in the parking lot. Parked by the old Saver lot where the pavement's cracked in lines. That's where the real economy draws its own design. Parking lot arithmetic, add it up fast. Parking lot arithmetic, nothing built to last, but everything built real. Nothing built for show, just built for what the slow drip needs to grow. Shona over there running her own side. She's been flipping hair and nails since 1995. At the back of her cousin's house, moved to the lot by 2002. Now she got 4 clients in the chairs. That's the South, that's the view. Parking lot arithmetic, every dollar is a witness. Parking lot arithmetic, proof of life, proof of fitness. For surviving in a world where the system didn't want you. Parking lot arithmetic, that's the only math they taught you. T-Bone rolls up in the Cutlass right at 4. I known T-Bone since the 3rd grade. Before the scope of the snow drip economy was something neither of us read. We were just kids on the block before the block had overhead. Now he moves weight in a different category to me. His numbers are bigger, his exposure larger. I can see the toll it takes on his forehead and the speed of his talk, and the fact that it checks the parking lot every time he walks. In his eyes do the perimeter before his feet settle. That's what the higher stakes game does to your metal. I don't judge, we came from the same nowhere, but I'm glad my arithmetic stays at this level right here, because what T-Bone carries in his overhead is more than I can afford to spend. That's what I said to Jerome last week when we ran the comparative math. The higher the yield, the more treacherous the path. Parking lot arithmetic, I know my ceiling. Parking lot arithmetic, discipline, not just feeling. I can push the numbers up, I know exactly something real loud, something softer than the promise the billboards make on the highway north. People counting their arithmetic and knowing it's worth. Shauna counted a chairs, $37 each. 4 clients by 5 o'clock, almost made a weekly reach. T-Bone counted something else, and this cutlass at the bar end. I didn't look, I know better, I know how to bend my eyes away from things that on my mouth to carry. I learned that from Lonnie, stay in your own lane and tarry. Only where you need it. The parking lot is rules that are posted anywhere. To talk through watching fools who broke them in the silence that followed. I know the code, I know which math is mine and which math belongs to the road. Parking lot arithmetic, count with shorts. Parking lot arithmetic, know what the South affords. Every block has its own economy, its own rate of return. Every hustler in this lot is something specific to learn. Parking lot arithmetic, 3 p.m. to 6. Parking lot arithmetic, that's how survival stick. Not one big win to celebrate, just a steady daily weight. Parking lot arithmetic, the math that makes you great. By the time the lot cleared out at 6:30, I have my count, my route for tomorrow, my full mix of what we're writing, what I need to recalibrate. The slow drip economy is always something you update. You never said it and forget. That's not the Southern way. The Southern way is count again at the end of every day. Count what you made and what it cost and what it means for next. Parking lot arithmetic is never quite a next. But from the morning count, I did it 5 before the birds. It's the same math, different hours, same precise words. Stay focused, stay accountable, stay in your lane and build the slow drip economy through the arithmetic, the wheel. Parking lot arithmetic. That's the outro of today. Parking lot arithmetic. Tomorrow we begin the same way. Parking lot arithmetic.
The slow drip don't stop. 5 in the morning before the birds decide anything. The kitchen light is the only witness to this whole thing. I count what I got on the table, what mama used to eat. Stack it by denomination, keep the quiet, keep the beat. The 808 in my chest, been running since before I could walk. The South taught me early, work before you talk. Down there was already gone by the time I came downstairs. Took the car and left a note, don't wait up. I don't care is what the note said. I read it twice before I folded it in thirds. Tucked it in my back pocket where I keep the things unsaid. The things that don't fit in the sentences or words. The slow drip don't stop. Now when the morning's cold and gray, the slow drip don't stop. Now when there's nothing left to say, it just keeps moving, keeps the count, keeps every dollar that is found. Oh, the slow drip don't stop till you're finally underground. Over here before daybreak means you planned it from the night. Means you laid your whole day out while everybody else let right. Means you know the difference between hope and preparation. Means you understand the tax that comes with your own station. Big Lonnie used to say the early hour is the honest one. Before the competition rises, before the runners run, before the whole machine of everybody else's day starts grinding on the same corners where you're trying to weigh your options against the risk, against the weight of what you owe to your mama, to your nephew, to the neighborhood below. The slow drip economy runs on people like this, people who count before the sun, who don't afford to miss. The slow drip don't stop. Now when the math don't come out right, the slow drip don't stop. Not even through the longest night, it finds a way to move the tally. Finds a crack inside the alley. The slow drip don't stop. It drips until the morning light. Darnell's out there doing something I can't verify. I gave up asking 2 years ago when the answers got dry. We were raised in the same house, under the same tiled roof, but the roof don't make a covenant. The roof ain't proof of anything aligned. We just share the zip code and the last and a father who was sometimes present and mostly the same. Kinda absent that fills up rooms when no one feels a seat. The kind of overhead you carry before the morning heat. But today is not about Darnell or the things we couldn't be. Today is about the count on the table and what I need to see. Through the kitchen window, Bayou Fog rising off the road, and Miss Renee's porch light on, doing a steady load. She leaves it on all night, says it's for her daughter in Memphis. Her daughter been in Memphis 14 years now, no visit, but the porch light don't know that, so it stays on to noon. That's the kind of me I'm trying to live by. Slow drip, don't stop. Now when the porch light's all you got, the slow drip don't stop. Now when you gave everything you brought, it just drips and fills the bucket. When the world says learn to love it, the slow drip don't stop. It's the only thing you got. Overhead before daybreak, I know what the day will cost. I know what I can afford to risk and what can't be lost. I know which corner runs hot and which one's been watched lately. I know which phone to use and which one's compromised. Maybe the math of surviving in the slow drip economy is not about the wins, it's about the consistency of showing up before the birds, of counting clean and right, of knowing tomorrow starts tonight. It starts tonight. The slow drip don't stop. I'm saying it at 5 in the morning so I don't forget. The slow drip don't stop. I'm saying it like a prayer before the whole day sets. Like Miss Renee's porch light, holding steady in the fog. Like Darnell's empty seat at the table in the log. The slow drip don't stop. It drips until you're something more than what you've got.
In the city, still breathing, it never stops. The bayou moves regardless, the slow drip never drops to zero. That's the thing I understand now fully, after one whole day from 5 a.m. to midnight. Truly running the math and the movement and the weight of what the slow drip economy generates. It's not a number at the end of the day that satisfies. It's the fact that you're still standing with your open eyes on whatever the next morning brings. That's the yield, that's the return on every moment that you feel. With calculation, with discipline, with the reading, the temperature and trust. That's what surviving is leading to, not victory, continuation, not triumph, accreditation. Within the economy that only you can see, the one that's written in your movement and your speed of thought. No ability to count before the birds. Your knowledge of the difference between noise and words of warning. This is the slow drip economy, and it runs on people like me.
The slow drip don't stop. Not at midnight, not at dawn. The slow drip don't stop. Not when everything is gone. It just keeps moving, keeps it counting, keeps the tally ever mounting. The slow drip don't stop. It's the reason we move on.
I've been saying it since 5 this morning. Now I know what it means with the full weight of the day below it. The slow drip don't stop was a statement at dawn, a kind of prayer before the map was drawn across the whole day's surface. Now it's testimony, now it's earned. Now it's the slow drip economy speaking back to me from the other side of a full revolution of the sun. And the resolution is not peace exactly, it's clarity. The South gives you clarity where the city gives you charity. And the difference is significant. Charity is given, clarity is earned through every hour you've been living. In the slow drip, through the cornbread in the count, through the 14 calls you didn't answer, and the amount of discipline it costs. Through the parking lot at 3 with Shauna's chairs and T-Bone's mask coexist with me.
you to move it, teaches you to move it, teaches you to prove it. The slow drip don't stop. It teaches you to stand up tall.
Miss Renee's light is still on. Midnight and it holds the same as 5 a.m. Some lights don't go cold. They function like the mathematics of the soul. The part of you that stays regardless, keeps you whole when the count comes up short, when the temperature shifts, when Darnell's seat is empty, when the morning lifts to reveal another day that starts exactly like the last. The porch light is the contact that connects the future to the past. Big Lord knows this. That's why he walks slow, because the man who runs is always trying to outgrow the weight he's carrying. But you can't. The testimony from the third ward is that weight and wisdom are the same economy. They coexist, they inform each other. You carry both, or you carry neither. That's the oath, the slow drip economy. Asks from everyone it keeps the ones who count while everybody else sleeps.
Slow drip don't stop. This what this whole day taught. The slow drip don't stop. That's the lesson that the South brought. From Scarface to the third ward, from the bayou to the boulevard. The slow drip don't stop. It's the only thing that's not, that can't be bought.
Darnell will be here in the morning, that's a new variable. In the slow drip math, one I didn't think was viable. This time last year when the note said, don't wait up, when the 14 calls rang out and I kept the cup of discipline, of love, the grief of watching someone go the direction that the slow drip couldn't follow. A bestow, it's full protection on, because you can't protect what won't slow down enough to calculate and self-reflect. But Darnell said yes tonight, and that changes one variable. In the long-term math makes tomorrow's count more viable, more full of something that the numbers don't capture alone. The thing that makes the slow drip economy a whole, not just a system, not just a survival code, but a neighborhood, a kitchen table, a full load of people who count together. That's the yield. That's what a whole day in the slow drip reveals.
The slow drip don't stop. I say it at 5 a.m. before anything was gone. The slow drip don't stop. I say it now. Everything I've learned from Miss Renee's arithmetic at the kitchen table, from Big Longest 9 names, from this to Moan and Babel, to hold a whole life in its slow and southern way. The slow drip don't stop.
It's not the economy of want, it's the economy of stay. It's the economy of count again. It's the economy of begin again.
Slow
You think
drip don't stop.
tomorrow I counted 5?
Slow drip don't stop.
That's how the South stays alive.
That's how we stay alive. That's how we stay alive. Slow drip don't stop.
finally came around at 9 on the night the spot went cold, like he knew the way elders in the South know before they told. Sat on the same stoop, he always finds, same slow arrival, same hands in the same lap, the posture of survival. I told him what happened, all of it without the edits, the real numbers, the real sequence, the real deficits that almost accumulated before I read the temperature and not as slow. Didn't rush to feel the air. That's the testimony I'm talking about. Not the loud kind, not the kind that shouts from the front of a church or a courtroom or a crowd. The testimony from the third ward is never loud. It's a man on the stoop at 9 at night who already knew before you said it right what the game was doing, because he's been a student for longer than you've been alive and he's still prudent. Testimony from the third ward. I ain't dramatic, ain't perform. Testimony from the third ward is the knowledge that was formed in the years of slow survival, in the math of each revival. Testimony from the third ward is what keeps the living warm. Big Lonnie said the game don't end, you just stop being pursued by who you used to be. That's what he said. And I understand now what he planted in that seed 3 tracks ago, on the morning before the day had bled into the afternoon. That morning he said it like an observation. Tonight it feels like the whole foundation of why I moved at 8:45 without hesitation. Why I didn't need confirmation. Why my calculation has gotten faster without getting less accurate. That's what the testimony does. It's the practice of encoding wisdom before you need it. So when the moment comes, you don't have to read it from something external that's already written in the bone of how you move, already bitten into your decision making. The way the South bites into everything and love, slow, deep, and for life. Testimony from the third ward is the wisdom you can't buy. Testimony from the third ward is what doesn't let you die before your time's exhausted, before the math's been costed. Testimony from the third ward is the reason that you try. I asked Lonnie about the 9 names tonight, the ones he carries, the ones I first heard right back in the morning, the track 3 when he sat on the stoop, the ones that form the outer ring of his testimony loop. He said I carry them because carrying keeps them present, not as guilt as weight, and weight can be a blessing when you use it to calibrate your own velocity. Don't run so fast that what's heavy becomes lost to the sea of forgetting. Let the 9 be your thermometer, your built-in reading of the temperature of any room, any corner, any spot you're about to enter. The 9 names are my slow drip winner, my measure of the code. If something feels like it could add a name to the list, that's the hike signal. That's the moment to recalibrate, the moment to be strategic, not too late. Testimony from the third ward is the weight you choose to hold. Testimony from the third ward is the 9 names and the code. It keeps you reading temperatures, keeps you checking parameters. Testimony from the third ward is the reason you grow. Lonnie sat with me till 10:30 without looking at his phone. That kind of presence is itself a testimony. The zone of full attention that an elder gives you when they've decided you deserve the whole truth. Undivided, I counted the evening's math while he was there. Ran the numbers out loud, he didn't interfere, didn't correct me, just listen. And when I finished, he said your math is getting clean, your panic's diminished. I said I've been practicing since before daybreak. He said I know I watch you from the other side of the lake, of this neighborhood. I see who counts before the birds. I see who is the temperature. Those are the ones who keep their words. To the south, to the community, to the slow drip cold. The ones who stay and count, carry and hold. The testimony from the third ward is long and specific. The testimony from the third ward is not terrific. In the way the magazine success looks, it's quiet and earned. It's a stupid 10 p.m., a lesson I learned from a man who survived 9 names and still counts clean. From a third ward that remembers everything. Testimony from the third ward, I am part of it now. The testimony from the third ward, this is my vow. To carry the weight, to read the temperature right. Testimony from the third ward, starting again tomorrow night.
11 p.m. and the count is done for the day. I sat with the final number in the kitchen the same way. I sat with the morning count, same table, same light, same quiet before the question of what tomorrow looks like. The morning owes you nothing, let me start there. The morning is indifferent to whether you were there at 5 a.m. counting or sleeping past 9. The morning rises regardless, indifferent to the line between your effort and your outcome. That's the painful truth that the slow drip economy teaches after youth is gone, and you can't trade on potential anymore. You can only trade on what you did the night before. Darnell called it 10 tonight. I answered this time, not because the math was done, but because the rhyme of how we cycle only breaks if one of us decides to answer differently. Tonight I chose inside is exactly what you brought to it.
What the morning owes you
is the measure of your benefit to the slow drip economy, to the count in the community.
What the morning owes you
is the interest on your grit. Darnell sounded tired in a way I recognize, a tiredness that lives behind the eyes. Not sleep tired, deeper, the kind of tired that accumulates when what you're doing has expired. It's usefulness to you when the thing you're running doesn't line up with the thing you're becoming. I've been there, I know the sound of it. I know the particular way the voice sits when a man has been doing something he can't maintain, and the body starts to send the message through the grain of every conversation. Darnell didn't say it direct, but I heard it in the space between the subject and the verb of every sentence. I said, brother, come home, not forever, just come over, let me show you the count. I've been running, he was quiet for 30 seconds, something was opening. Changes when you change the acts.
What the morning owes you
isn't just to unmask. The night before's accounting, it's the slow and steady mountain.
What the morning owes you
is the answer to the task. I thought about Miss Renee's porch light while I waited for Darnell to decide. Still illuminated at 11 p.m. like always. Some things in this neighborhood hold so steady they become the definition of good in the abstract. Not good as in righteous or convenient. Good as in the liable, present and lenient toward the hours when you need something fixed. To look at the porch light is the anchor that exists past everything that moves and shifts and rearranges, past all the spots that go cold, past all the changes in the temperature of the block. And the bottom line, the porch light says I'm here. You define the shine by contrast. Darkness needs the fixed point to give itself a name, and we need Miss Renee's constancy to play our whole game without losing the thread back to who we are before the count, before the morning and the table and the whole amount of overhead we carry. We are someone's community, someone's neighborhood. That's the immunity that keeps the slow drip from becoming just survival. It makes it testimony, makes it revival.
What the morning owes you
is the context of your name.
What the morning owes you
is the neighborhood's refrain of who you were before the count, of who you are beyond the amount.
What the morning owes you
is the reason that you came. Darnell said yes. yes at 11:23. Said he'd come by in the morning. I said I'll be up by 5 counting. He said I know you will. I said I'll pour the coffee. He said I'll bring the steel of everything I've been carrying for 2 years that I haven't said. I said I know I got the table ready and the light is on the bread. He laughed, actually laughed, the real kind from somewhere back. And I thought this is what the morning owes us, the track back to each other, not the money, not the math, not the discipline alone, but the aftermath of surviving the same slow drip from different angles. The morning knows us both a table where it untangles what the night held too tight, what the count couldn't measure, what Big Loney's 9 names couldn't fully treasure. The morning knows us nothing formal, but it offers this, the same kitchen, the same light. One more day to exist together in the slow drip, one more chance to count together, and that's more than the economy, the amount. The morning knows you is the chance to still be here with the people that your survival kept near.
What the morning knows you.
It's Darnell at the table.
What the morning knows you.
If you kept the slow drip stable, it's not a windfall, just the morning, just the light after warning.
What the morning knows you.
Is the chance to still be able.
In the halls winding down, the DJ put on something slow, his version of a crown. For the night that made it here, for the people who stayed. You can always tell who's found something by the way they don't fade, they linger. They stay by the wall with their drinks getting warm, but don't check the time, they're not managing a clock. They found something worth losing the morning for, so let's lean their head back against the old plaster. I watched the hall breathe out its last hour. Miss Diane was already stacking the glasses behind the bar. She looked at us once, gave that same nod, didn't go far. Before you leave that spot, take one more look at the room that held you when the whole thing shook. Before you leave that spot, let the baseline settle. Take one more breath before you test your metal. I wasn't ready for the night to end, and I don't say things like that. I keep time, I manage exits, I know when to leave, but I was sitting beside a lesson I did not. She said, you know what's strange? I said, what? She said, I almost wore blue tonight. I said the red dress was the right call. She laughed, not the big laugh from before. This was the 3 a.m. version, quieter, more internal. The kind of laugh that lives in your chest for days after. The kind that means yes, something is beginning. The bass was low now, barely a murmur. Some things in the South just don't know how to stop giving. The bass is the last thing to sleep in this city. Before you leave that spot, look at her one more time. The way she holds her glass is a full sentence. Before you leave that spot, remember what the bass said. It said, slow down, be here, let this matter. I've had nights that dissolve before I reach my car. I've had conversations that meant nothing for the parking lot. I've sat in rooms full of music and gone home empty. Tonight I was leaving full, different kind of full. Full like after a Sunday meal at someone's grandmother's house. Full like when a song you haven't heard in 10 years comes on. Full like the South after rain, everything released and clean. Full like finally saying what you meant and being heard. Celeste it up slow the way you stand when you're not sure. She gathered her things with that careful precision of someone who doesn't want to seem eager or not eager. Just real, just present, just honest. I stood too. Before you leave that spot, say it now. Before the parking lot and the car in the distance. Before the South turns back to daylight and obligation. Before you leave that spot, say the thing you mean. I said I wanna see you again. She said I know you do. I said soon. She said call me before noon. I'll be up. And just like that, a door
The night was worth every slow minute of it. Worth every minute.